Hey guys, how are you doing today? This is George coming to you from the Queen City Driver channel. And the title of my video today is Uber CEO Livestream Reaction and my thoughts to that live stream reaction. And I wrote some pretty good notes, and I'm going to go over the notes, kind of like to get you guys feedback on this. Um, First of all, our CEO of Uber came out and mentioned that there were some updates done throughout the year. And he mentioned 180 days of change. And let me just run down exactly what he said he did. And these are things they actually did to try to prove the driver experience. Okay. They came up with 24-hour calling. So now we can actually call Uber with it 24/7. And if we're having problems or snags or whatever, we can be assured that even through the app, we can just click on a button and call Uber. That's a great thing, guys. Tipping was not a culture of Uber when Uber first started. In fact, there was nowhere on the app to actually tip the Uber driver, as though to say, well, that was something that we terribly left out. But it was extremely important, and they did add it as an improvement. However, customers are still not in the culture of tipping because we didn't start with tipping. So now it's extremely hard. I noticed that on the Uber platform, customers don't tip regularly, and I'm a 4.92 Uber driver. So I do receive a lot of tips, but it's because of my performance. I will say that Uber uh, Uber passengers are not used to still tipping. They mentioned 180 days of change and how they listen to us as business partners. And they also mentioned they talked about the driver app, all the new changes. They came up with some changes on the Uber app. Personally, I never felt like I had an issue with the Uber app. I felt like it was pretty simple to use, pretty easy. I think that anyone that would get out and drive to, or even a day, could use and get used to the Uber app. It's not a big deal, the changes, but they did make some changes. Here's what they've done. They added a tracker now up front where your earnings tracker can be seen up front in the front of the application. They've also did a daily, weekly, monthly earnings tab, which you can see your daily, monthly, weekly earnings, and you can also hide it from the riders, which I don't know why you need to hide it from them, but that's what they developed. So you can navigate to opportunities now with this new navigation that they've also added to the app. And they've also added Surge where it's underneath the map. So now it's supposed to be easier to read. Um, they talked about that the Uber drivers had given them a lot of feedback on these developments and these updates, and that they heard our voice. Now, another thing that they also mentioned is GPS improvements. There is a disconnect, was disconnects problems with nav. I've been out of the airport myself, and I have had hit my app several times for it to navigate, and the navigation didn't come up right away. It was kind of slow. They said they've improved that now. Notification improvements. So now you have improvements on notifications. Entire guide about how to use the app is going to be incorporated on the new platform. So for you new Uber drivers, you'll have a guide of how to use the entire app. And also, I think the last thing I have to mention is they mentioned that, and he's a fellow partner of ours. Harry Campbell is going to do a live with the CEO, but that never did happen. So we didn't see that. So that kind of leaves us open end until Harry posts the video toward Friday or Saturday of this week. So my thoughts on these things. I feel that Uber has made a lot of great improvements, and some of the improvements are great with the app. That's all good. But the overall consensus, my thought is this: the overall consensus that Uber partners have been wanting our CEO, and also I've noticed in my city as well, to know is that the rates need to be increased for the partners. The partners, or the partners, which I am myself, an Uber driver partner, we do not see that we are included in the increase of monies that are given to us as for our service, because we're the ones that's keeping the company afloat. We're making the company work because of our diligence. Now, I've been with Uber for a year and a half. I'm not a disappointed person with the platform. I'm just like most drivers. I would like to see more money given to the actual driver, because we perform a great needed service, and we help Uber solve a problem that's out there. Is there's not enough transportation when people come from different airports across the country, whatnot, or even in the city. We've solved a lot of problems. We've solved the problem with if you're going out and having a drink at night, you don't want to drive. There's your Uber ride sharing platform, all there for you. So we have solved a great deal together, yes, but we want to share in the money. We just want more money for what we do, because we feel that we provide a very, very needed service. It is really in demand, and we put the time in, and we just want to be rewarded for our time. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's my take on my thought on the Uber CEO live stream, my reaction and my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? I want you to go ahead. I have comments down below this video. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. Did I miss anything about the live stream? I watched the entire live stream. It was very short, and I've enjoyed the live stream itself. But yes, I, like every Uber driver partner, wanted to hear something about the money. We want to know about our increase so that we can continue providing this great ride sharing opportunity for our passengers. This is George Barber coming to you live. This is the Queen City Driver Channel, and this is my reaction to the Uber CEO live stream. Hey, you guys, you have a good day, and I will see you guys on the next video. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell for more future great content, and I'll see you on that next video.